I think it's fair to start by saying that I failed at managing stress for a long time. Stress has taken a very hard physical toll on my body. I mean, I think of business today as a mental sport. So no wonder you're going to stress a lot. You're making so many decisions. Your ass is on the line and you need to get your stuff together. I got better at managing stress over time, but I've recently started doing like both sauna and ice bath together. The sauna helps with detoxification, and then the ice bath helps in blood flow, and you leave feeling like $1,000,000.
I think a large part of it is talking about the stigma that is mental health. And I think this is changing in the Middle East right now, but not enough men talk about mental wellness, not enough men talk about psychological issues and the physical effects they have, whether it's hair loss, relationship with your partner, things that relate to gut health. People develop eczema from mental stress, and really the mind-body connection is insane.
What you understand is health is a multifactorial problem. If I get my nutrition right but I don't sleep well, then I'm not healthy. If I get my exercise and my nutrition right but I'm stressed all the time, then I'm not healthy. So sometimes you could look physically fit but you're unhealthy as well.
Welcome to Calo.app by Better, where we interview top entrepreneurs and see how they literally keep their cool under pressure.
How do I manage stress given the very fast-paced nature of my job? I think it's fair to start by saying that I failed at managing stress for a long time. Stress has taken a very hard physical toll on my body. I've been having, much better now, but I've been having gut issues for the past couple of years. The first time someone told me that, hey, maybe those gut issues are because of stress, I laughed at them. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't stress. 2 years later, I am almost certain it's because of stress, psychological pressures, mental pressures, so on. I think of business today as a mental sport. So no wonder you're going to stress a lot. No wonder you're making so many decisions. Sometimes, I don't know if this is allowed to say, but your ass is on the line and you need to, get your stuff together. And you're like, maybe you're running out of money, maybe you're making existential decisions. It's just not easy. But long story short, I got better at managing stress over time. Doing things like this every morning. I've recently got into the habit of, I've actually done ice baths the first time maybe a couple of years ago, but I've recently started doing both sauna and ice bath together, like contrast type of therapy. They call it contrast therapy, where you go into 80 plus degrees in a sauna.
80 degrees in the heat?
Saunas are usually between 60 to 80 plus degrees, and then you submerge yourself into cold water that's 5 to 10 degrees. The sauna helps with detoxification, and then the ice bath helps in blood flow, and you leave feeling like $1,000,000. That's one way I do it. Another way is socializing and just spending amazing time with loved ones, with friends, having lots of laughter, lots of happiness, which is something that I ruled out of my life at some point because I was really busy working, and I think that was a terrible idea. So these are a couple of the ways I do it. What else? Meditation. I'm not very good at that yet. I don't want it to sound like I have this perfect routine, but it's just these things really do help. And honestly, I have done a terrible job at committing and sticking to them. But when I do them consistently, or even not so consistently, whenever I do them, I feel better, and that helps me manage stress. Sports, physical activity, running is an amazing way to blow off steam. Lifting weights, the endorphins you get from all those types of activities, it really works. It really makes you feel much better. So these are some of the ways I manage my stress.
No, I love it, man. I think a large part of it is talking about the stigma that is mental health. And I think this is changing in the Middle East right now, but not enough men talk about mental wellness. Not enough men talk about psychological issues and the physical effects they have, whether it's hair loss, issues with relationship with your partner, things that relate to gut health. People develop eczema from mental stress, and really the mind-body connection is insane. Welcome to Cold Takes, where we have very deep talks with successful people about some of the most personal and difficult situations they've been in. We're talking with Ahmed AlRawi from Calo, who has an amazing company that's not just about food, but rather wellness in general. And I'm glad to say that I was one of their first customers in the UAE when they kicked off. Ahmed, I'll just give you a couple of minutes to introduce yourself and the company.
I'm Ahmed AlRawi, founder of Calo. I'm obsessed with product and user experience, and started my journey as an engineer, and then I stumbled upon the world of business by accident. I loved building products that people enjoyed using, and that's how I got into the world of entrepreneurship. Calo is a personalized meal subscription app where people can sign up and get personalized meals depending on their goal, whether they want to lose weight, get muscle, and so on. I'm breathing heavily because I just did 30 push-ups, by the way. Yeah, we're on a mission to make healthy easy, and we've been active for about 5 years. We now have over 1,000 employees. We've served hundreds of thousands of people, and we deliver millions of orders per year.
It's phenomenal. Right before this intermission, we were sitting in the ice bath, 7-degree temperature, and you had answered me on stress management and how you didn't deal with it for the longest time until you just couldn't stop anymore and you had to deal with it. You had no choice but to deal with it. Do you have a community around you, or people that you know you could definitely trust when it comes to dealing with these stressful situations? What is it like, and who are the people that you can be vulnerable around right now?
I'm blessed in having a few close friends that I get to vent out to every now and then. I wouldn't say that I maybe have a specific support group or community that I belong to that I can vent out to. I think founder groups are generally praised for helping with the loneliness of the business journey, but I haven't been part of any, unfortunately. I do happen to know a couple of good founders that I talk to every now and then. We relate to certain challenges and struggles, but it's mostly a couple of friends, close friends that I would talk to every now and then. And I've been getting more intentional recently about building more of that community, but it's still still not built yet. So it's a work in progress.
That's a good start, though. And I want to double down on you talking about Calo and the focus you have on health. Obviously, as the founder, it's important for you to be healthy, right? There's a physical appearance element. How do you stay in shape? How do you stay on top of things where your personal image matches the brand that you're a part of? So what is your routine like?
Yeah, I want to start by saying that I think it's unhealthy to want to have a certain physical image because of your job or how people perceive you and whatnot. I think you should do it for yourself. I think you should do it because you believe it's the right thing to do, and that's where it should stem from. My physical appearance didn't change a ton since I started Calo. I've always maybe been interested in health and fitness to a certain level. I think, I guess I'm lucky enough where the business we're in, I'm lucky enough where I think I'm the ideal customer for what we're doing. So I've been optimizing for what I eat to maximize my energy and my mental focus for years before I started Calo. I'm just maybe I'm happy that it's easier for me now, as well as thankfully hundreds of thousands of people that have been our customers. So I don't know if I got your question perfectly well, but do you want to maybe rephrase it a bit?
No, I think your answer was actually excellent. What I'm understanding here is that you're saying your job doesn't dictate your personal image or how you should be healthy. It's not because of the job. You were healthy from before. And it just so happens that you're the ICP, you're the ideal customer profile. You've effectively built a company that's fit for your needs, and you've identified that it's fit for the needs of so many other people at the same time. And you've made it easy for them. Am I understanding right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah,
Okay.
It's still a lot of work to make sure that you're healthy. So whether it's physical exercise, mental health, nutrition, there are so many elements. Sleep, community. I think even the community aspect matters to health. Like what you understand is health is a multifactorial problem. And if I get my nutrition right but I don't sleep well, then I'm not healthy. If I get my exercise and my nutrition right but I'm stressed all the time, then I'm not healthy. So yeah, I think sometimes you could look physically fit but you're unhealthy as well. Physical fitness is an indicator of physical health or health in general.
I love that.
But it's not always accurate. Like you have people who are jacked, but they struggle with mental health, or maybe they don't sleep very well, or whatever it is that might be hindering, or they struggle from loneliness, which then again, I think we're social animals. We need that social connection.
100%.
So I think just overemphasizing on physique, let's say, is I think a superficial way of looking at health.
I love that answer. If we were to go a bit deeper and pushing physique aside, just like you mentioned now, you've mentioned the things and the exercises that you do and how you take care of yourself with min-maxing sort of your health. How do you do the same on the mental side? Are there any rituals you follow? Do you have any self-care practices that you need to do every day, or that you've been doing for years, or that have made a difference recently now that you've started them? What's your mental routine?
Yeah, I journal a ton. So I have a Notion page where every single week I have it's a list of pages. Every single week I have a new page, and I number the weeks by number. So like this week is week 43 out of 52, and I would journal. I would then every single day I would journal about what's my intention for the day, what do I want to get done, how am I feeling, why am I feeling a certain way. So when I find myself feeling down, I would ask myself that question on like a document, and I'd just start answering the question. So that journaling has been really helpful for me. More recently, the sauna and the ice bath has been also super helpful, and I think it's a form of forced meditation. When your brain is working all the time, it gets really hectic, and you could actually strain your brain. I've been again using this analogy of physical sports or business as a sport, business being a mental sport. And if I was to tell you, Walid, I'm going to go to the gym every single day and I'm going to train my biceps every single day, it wouldn't take a genius to realize that that's a bad idea. Like you would immediately tell me this is stupid. Don't do that because you will injure yourself. Yet we don't think of the same when it's about mental exercise. So if I'm going to the mental gym of the office every day and I'm working my brain out for like 10 plus hours a day, 7 days a week, which sometimes you do that. Those around you might not tell you like, what the hell are you doing? Like you're straining your mental muscles. You're gonna injure yourself. So yeah, like I think giving your brain rest is very important. And I learned about this concept through a coach that I worked with, which is called sharpening the axe. So if you keep thinking and thinking and thinking, then eventually your axe gets dull. You're no longer as sharp. And you sharpen your axe by taking breaks, by letting your mind rest, by doing something creative, by going for a walk, by watching a beautiful view. Yeah, you get the point. So I hope that answers your question.
No, man, you definitely did. And I've got just one last question to kind of seal this. Cool. So the last question I would have here would relate to what you answered at the very beginning when we were inside of here, which is there was a certain point clearly where you were for the longest time on a sprint before you identified that, it's been 5 years for you. This is a marathon, not a sprint. What was that point that in stress for you, and what was it like when you found out, and how did you handle it?
Yeah, so unfortunately, that point was when my physical health deteriorated so much through the gut issues that I wasn't able to be functional anymore. I had lots of fatigue, brain fog. My gut, again, like anything I would eat would irritate my stomach and then would make my energy dip. And unfortunately, that's what it took for me to wake up and be like, something's not right. I need to get my stuff together, and I need to get my health in order. And maybe it's because I was so stubborn and I just really wanted to accomplish things that I ended up pushing so hard that I strained to that degree. But yeah, anyway, I think you got a good answer there.
I think I got a great answer. I just want to say thank you for joining us on Cold Takes.
My
and
pleasure,
hope to
man.
see you soon, man.
Inshallah. Thank you. This was awesome.